Hannah Hess joins us now. She's from IowaPolitics.com this morning. She's joining us live via Skype from Des Moines. Good morning, Hannah.
Hi.
Good morning.
So, first question, with Mitt Romney pulling out the win of the Iowa Caucus, what does this mean for the Romney campaign going into New Hampshire next week?
Well, it's an amazing surge of momentum for him. A lot of people, from the beginning of the campaign, right up until, I would say, early December, didn't think that Romney had a chance of pulling off Iowa. It was a doubt even the night of the caucuses. I was there at Romney's headquarters. His campaign team was very excited and gushing about how wonderful this would be going forward into New Hampshire. Many of the commentators watching, though, found it pretty easy to make the argument that the fact that he was so closely tied with Santorum, only 8 votes away, means that there really is a conservative backlash going on against Romney. The social conservatives and the values voters don't want Romney to be the nominee. So I guess it's debatable in the end how much the win will really help him.
And John Huntsman has already come out and said, forget Iowa, it doesn't matter, go on to New Hampshire. But how important is the Iowa caucus in this whole grand scheme of things?
Well, delegate-wise, as far as actually being able to say that once it comes down to Tampa, we have this many people pledged to our campaign, not important at all. But momentum-wise, being an Iowa reporter, I would still argue that it does make a difference. Rick Santorum's campaign, I'm sure, is receiving a flood of donations right now. He's been talking about it late on the Iowa campaign trail. Even yesterday, he was talking about the outpouring of financial support that he'd received, and he was the surprise win last night, even though he wasn't the actual winner. It'll make a big difference for him financially, and that makes a huge difference in a political campaign.
Now, Perry says, I believe it's Perry, says that he's the one who's going back home and he's reconsidering even doing the next primary. How is that going to affect the scheme of things there?
Well, losing another social conservative candidate, Perry, Bachman, and Santorum were splitting that evangelical vote, and the evangelical can be a big deal in South Carolina. So the fact that Bachman was last here of the candidates actually competing for Iowa means that whoever was behind Perry, if he doesn't stick in for South Carolina, then they stand to gain some support.
Finally, before we let you go, Hannah, Ron Paul actually won our viewing area of southeast Iowa. Where is he at in this whole mix?
Ron Paul still has great chances. He gave a very energized concession speech last night when he found out that he would be placing third in the Iowa caucuses. It was still a very strong showing for him. In 2008, he was in 5th place. Here, he was neck and neck up until the end. And Ron Paul has definitely been running a national campaign. He's been up on the air. He has supporters organizing in every pocket of the nation. So a 3rd place finish was not the best for him, but a good one. And I think there's definitely a chance that in Illinois even, Ron Paul could come out pretty high in the results.
All right. Hannah Hess from IowaPolitics.com. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, and thanks even more for your insight.